what would actually need to happen on the ground for a regular flow of trade between Azerbaijan and Armenia to happen?
Well, Guy, thank you so much for this question. That's indeed very interesting and very important question. So we already can see that the trade turnover in between of two countries is taking place. And of course, now more products, including the fuels, are being exported from Azerbaijan to Armenia. That helps indeed to Armenia's economy and energy stability. As Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan just recently stated out, he said that with the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, the consequences for Armenia's economy could be much worse in case of no absence of any cooperation with Azerbaijan, meaning that our country is indeed helping Armenia in such a tough period of time when the global economy is facing so many challenges. And coming back to our region, indeed, there are still some moments and some points that have to be taken into account in order to have a smooth economic cooperation in between of two countries in the region. And first of all, it's a formal peace agreement have to be signed between Armenia and Azerbaijan. The agreement reached last year in Washington, D.C., of course, helped two countries to move forward. And already we see the first steps in many spheres, the cooperation between the civil society, the mutual visits, and etc., and the bilateral meetings, which is also very important. But for the final settlement and the smooth development of cooperation, indeed the peace agreement is needed to be signed. Then the second element is the border delimitation and demarcation. Two sides and the investors and those who are deeply involved in economic issues have to be sure that there is no any potential escalation in the region, and that's possible only if there is a guarantee of the proper let's say delimited and demarcated border in between of two countries. Then of course the opening of trade lines and trade routes. Here, of course, we have to mention the Middle Corridor, which is, I would repeat myself, an essential part of the Belt and Road Initiative, China's global initiative, and Zangezur Corridor or TRIP, which is still on the agenda, despite the fact that now United States and personally Donald Trump is mostly and deeply involved in the issues related to the Middle East, but still TRIP is on the agenda, and we hope all three sides will come back to this question as soon as all the issues related to the Middle East will be solved peacefully.